Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the Katy CommandMC 66-Day Challenge 2.0, and today is day 14. So we are back inside of our recruiting pipeline inside of the Recruits applet of CommandMC. And last video, we went ahead and added Peggy Hill, our fake fictional character, fake recruit here, into our pipeline. And so we want to take a closer look at the recruit card today and talk about the details that we can see and how we can move this recruit card. So on the recruit card, some things to point out. First off, you've got 4 data fields here. We have the ability to see the last time that Peggy was contacted, and since we haven't logged any activities, that's still blank. We've got Peggy's projected join date, and since we haven't added that in, that's still blank. We also have Peggy's lead source, so you can see we actually have 2 lead sources for Peggy, and then potential company dollar. Now again, all 4 of these fields are managed in the details tab. So we can click on the 3 dots here and we can go to view details. And this is where we would come in and change things like, here's our projected join date. We've got our lead sources, right? We could come in and edit the potential company dollar, and then we could always go in and go to our timeline, add an activity, and if we logged a meeting call or text, that would update our last contacted field. Now going back to the pipeline view, to change the status or kind of where Peggy is inside of our recruiting pipeline, we can actually click and drag this recruit card. Now I like to click right here on this left-hand side. You can see as I hover over this area, it turns blue, the entire card lights up. That means that I'm in the right spot to click, hold, and drag this recruit card. So you can see I'm holding my mouse and I'm going to drag this card. You can even see the icon changes from an open fist to a closed fist, right? Open hand to a closed fist there. And I'm going to drag from stage to stage. And once I let go, excuse me, you can see that we're going to drag Peggy from stage to stage. And I know which stage that she's going to drop in because the actual stage lights up light blue with a dark blue border. The same thing happens when moving from phase to phase. So right now we've got Peggy in the active recruit phase in our scheduling appointment stage. Let's say we want to move her to the appointment phase. I can click, drag, and then you can see that it changes to a pointer finger here, and in the background, appointment phase is also lit up. So if I let go of my mouse, it's going to change the phase. Now by default, when you're moving to a new phase, the recruit will always show up on the far left-hand stage that you have available. If I wanted to move Peggy to appointment held, again, I would just click, drag, and drop. And because we're moving to the appointment held phase, we're going to get this pop-up asking us for all the details of the actual appointment. If for any reason Peggy is supposed to be set for an appointment, we've got it set, she calls and says, hey, I'm so sorry, I ended up signing with a different brokerage. At that point, you can decide if you have a certain stage that maybe is follow-up. You might have a cultivate signed with other broker or follow-up in 6 months stage. You may instead choose to just add a task and remove Peggy from the recruiting pipeline altogether. To do that, we're going to click on our 3 dots and you can see that we can remove from pipeline. In addition, I just taught you the click and drag method for changing the pipeline phase, but you can also click this option here and manually change the pipeline stage and phase that way as well. So we'll show you when it does come time to remove from the pipeline. We do get a question that says, hey, fallout, this recruit will be returned to the recruiting database for further engagement. So that means we'll still be able to see them inside of recruit management. They just won't be in our pipeline any longer. The other option is to archive the recruit, which basically means that they're going to be removed from the pipeline and will no longer be visible without filters inside recruit management. So we can go into recruit management and filter for archived recruits, but that is an additional step. This recruit would not normally show up inside recruit management. And then it will ask you, hey, why are you removing this recruit? So we could say fallout, and Peggy ended up signing with ABC Brokerage, LLC, was set to meet with Marty on 6/17, have tasks to follow up in 30 60, and 90 days. Yep, there we go. And so I can go ahead and click on save, and we'll see that Peggy then gets removed from the pipeline. So that's it for today, guys. The ability to view that recruit that we have added to the pipeline, check out those 4 key pieces of information. We can also see the tag and, of course, our checklist, which we reviewed back on day 12, and then the ability to click and drag or manually change the recruit stage and phase, and finally, the ability to remove a recruit from the pipeline. As always, guys, it's fantastic talking to you. I'll look forward to talking to you again real soon.